Okay, so let's have a quick discussion on the different levels of organization within ecology. So if we start with a single species, a species is defined as individuals that can mate and produce fertile offspring, or they breed and produce fertile offspring. They would be considered the same species. Now, if you take a same or a lot of those same species and put them in a group, we have what's called a population. So in population ecology, you are studying members of the same species living and interacting together. So the actual definition of a population is members of the same species living together within a defined area. So for example, I have some squirrels here. So in population ecology, you could say, oh, the squirrel population in Big Bear, California, or the squirrel population in the Grand Canyon. Like you would have to have a defined area so you have like a way to study how is that population being affected by outside sources, by other animals or by the weather or climate, etc. So now though, if you are studying the interactions between different populations all living together, that makes up our communities. So a community is a group of populations or a group of different living things all interacting together. Now, in community ecology, this is where you study things like symbiosis, mutualism, um, commensalism, parasitism. This is where we talk about competition between two different herbivores for the same plant. I talk about producers, consumers, trophic levels, food webs, etc. In community ecology, we are studying the interactions of different living things together. Then we go ahead and we add in, well, what are the impacts of non-living things on living, right? So here we have ecosystem ecology. And in ecosystems, this is where you have both the living and the non-living interacting together. For example, if you take this mountain ecosystem, like how does the snowfall and cold temperatures in winter affect plant life or animal life? Or how does drought or limited sunshine in winter, how do these things impact life? So in ecosystem ecology, it's both the non-living as well as the living interacting together and that study of it. Then you can group ecosystems into things called biomes. So a biome is basically if I said the rainforest ecosystem, right now in your head, you might be picturing lots of rain, lots of plants, very green, lots of animals, lots of biodiversity. So if I said rainforest biome, no matter where on Earth there's a rainforest, it'll have those characteristics: heavy rainfall, lots of plant life, lots of animal life. Or a desert biome, very dry, very limited in the number of plants or animals that live there. So a biome represents similar ecosystems across the world. And then our last and largest level of organization is basically the biosphere, which is anywhere on Earth that you find living things, whether it's land, air, or water. And so that is basically our introduction to our ecology unit. We will start with population ecology, then move larger into community ecology, then we'll study ecosystems and how everything is connected, and then we'll move into the biosphere and the future of life on planet Earth.